Hi guys! So I'm not usually a massive fan of fabric traveler's notebooks or notebook covers, but a few weeks ago I was stalking Etsy, as is my custom, and I came across this great UK-based shop called Christine Shepherd, which I'll link down below, and she makes these amazing fabric notebook covers. There are some A5 ones and some A6 ones, and the ones that particularly grabbed me were the A6 ones because she's got a range that she calls kimono, because they're inspired by kimonos, and they're made out of cotton and they're just incredibly beautiful. I love the patterns. I think there are about 4 of them. There's a red one, this one, predominantly blue one, maybe a yellow one. They're all just amazing. So unusually for me, I exercised some restraint and I didn't order one straight away, but I just kept thinking about them and coming back to them because I had in mind that they would be great as an A6 Hobonichi cover. So finally I cracked and I ordered this one. So it cost £19, which is probably about $25 at the current exchange rate, I think, plus £2 shipping if you're in the UK. I'm not sure how much it would be internationally, but it's quite light, so hopefully not that much. And it arrived extremely quickly. I ordered it, I think, on like a, I don't know, Monday night or something, and then it shipped out on the Tuesday morning, really, really quick. And it's just so beautiful. I've been using it probably for about a week now, I'd say, and I'm really, really happy with it. So I just thought I would give you a quick tour of it because I've never seen one of these on YouTube before, and that's a shame because they're so beautiful, and I've never seen any kind of fabric like this anywhere on a traveler's notebook or anything available elsewhere. So I just thought it was so beautiful. So it's made out of cotton, as I said, and it's got 2 rows of stitching here, and I really like the stitching because it's in red, so it matches. And with like contrast stitching, like white stitching, I think sometimes it can work and sometimes I feel like it doesn't work as well. So I really, really like it when that extra attention to detail is paid so that the stitching is kind of very thoughtfully matched with the rest of the fabric. So I think that's beautiful, and the stitching is really, really impeccable. It's excellent quality. Then it has these like 3 bands here that are kind of like a satiny sort of finish, and that goes all the way around, so that's what it looks like on the back. And it's really, really well finished, so there are no frayed edges. Everything is just perfectly sewn. You can see here, it's just really beautiful. And that was what drew me to it, because it's just so colorful and bright and happy, and it's got these like little kind of gold threads. It's not, I don't really know how it's not like they stand out. They look like they're printed from the same material, but they are definitely like kind of like, I know gold foil isn't the right word for fabric, but they look like gold foil. So the whole thing is just incredibly beautiful. And then when you open it, this is what it looks like. So first of all, it's got these 2 pockets, and obviously they're not really pockets because they're supposed to fit the notebook in here, but they do double as pockets. And then you have this, you know, really nice matching fabric, the same fabric, and I just think the design on the inside, it's the same design here, but somehow the way that it's come out is just like, I just love this. I think it's so beautiful. And that's her website, Christine Shepherd, but I actually found this through Etsy, so as I said, I'll link the Etsy shop down below, but you can also order directly from her website. And the pockets, or the flaps, are finished off really, really nicely. That's what it looks like on the inside. And then it has this great contrasting yellow in which I think is really nice. I'm not like a huge yellow person normally, but actually I'm not usually, you know, that into reds either. So it might be surprising that this is the one I picked, but I just love this design so much. I just thought it was so stunning, as I keep saying. And I think that the red stitching here contrasts really nicely with the yellow. So the whole thing is just really, really well thought out and designed. So that's what it looks like there on the inside. It's kind of slightly padded, so it's not at all stiff. You can see it's really floppy, but there is some kind of lining on the inside. And that's what it looks like on the back. So it didn't come with the pen loop. That's the one thing I'd say about it, that if you're a planner addict, that, you know, probably you'd want to have a pen loop. So I just stuck this pen loop on, which I got from Zinnia Chu, who makes the Zinni Dora unicorns. So Her website is Simple Heart at Big Cartel. I'll leave that down below as well. And it stuck fine. This is an adhesive pen loop, and I was lucky because I happened to have this ivory one, which I thought matched quite well, because, you know, usually knowing me, I would have like blue or purple or something which wouldn't have matched with this, but I think this one works quite well, and it stuck fine. And I actually moved it to a slightly different location, and I was worried that it would mess up the fabric, but it didn't. So you could also put one of those metal pen loops, like the Hobonichi metal pen loops, which I actually don't like as much, but it would fit on here. I don't think that it would cause any problems because it's not that thick, as you can see. So in terms of size, I've been using this with my Hobonichi A6 avec, and so this is obviously a true A6 size, and that's how it fits in. Fits in a little bit loose, so you can see that there's a bit of room at the top and a bit of room at the bottom, which, being a bit OCD about this kind of stuff, I would like it if it were a completely perfect fit, but this is actually pretty similar to how the A6 Hobonichi covers fit, the standard ones, not the SAC, which I was using, but the basic colors range. They also leave a bit of room at the top and the bottom, not quite as much, I think. So I thought that because there's a bit of room that maybe you could fit in a personal size notebook, but I tried that and it didn't work. So it's definitely A6, but it's just a little bit loose. So this is what it looks like when it's closed. It looks really, really nice. It doesn't have a closure of any kind, which doesn't bother me. I think that's fine because, you know, I don't know, it stays closed. I'm not really carrying this around a lot, but even if I was, I'm not sure if I would, because it's fabric. So it's just like, it's so beautiful, and it doesn't feel particularly delicate. It's cotton. I think it's quite a, you know, reasonable, like well-wearing kind of fabric, but I don't think I would like want to take this out and put it in my bag and stuff just because it's so beautiful. I wouldn't want it to get dirty. But for inside, it's fine, and not having a clasp doesn't bother me. What I am thinking about doing though is something a little bit daring, because as you know, I'm not very crafty, but I did recently finally buy a crocodile, which I'm really excited about because I have quite a few notebook covers that I kind of like to turn into dories. So I'm thinking of just making this into a really simple one-string dory, because then it would sort of work like this, and then it wouldn't bother me so much that there's a bit of extra room. I think that would look really nice, and hopefully will not be that hard to do even for me. But it's just so beautiful that it's hard to resist. It was for me anyway. So I really, really recommend it. As I said, I'll leave the website link down below, and I just think that these are so amazing. It makes me happy every day to look at it. I've been using this for my daily planner cover, and it's just awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will be back again very soon for another video, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye!